friends, welcome back to Ball Homestead. Today I want to make some hot pepper sauce. So we're going to get started on that. I've already chopped, or not chopped completely, but chopped the onions how we need them, and I like chopping the garlic, but we're going to get those in a pot to boil. I have my water here already almost to boiling, and I'm going to just put my onions and garlic. I'm going to chop it just like in half, and because it's the elephant garlic, and throw that in along with the onions. And over here I've already been rehydrating some chili peppers and some ancho chilies because I want to add this to the hot sauce. We've had them for a while and we need to do something with some of them. I have a bunch of them. We found a really good deal on them one time, and we just vacuum sealed them and had them in the pantry. We're just going to add our onions and garlic, and it says to let those cook for about 15 to 20 minutes. So we're going to set a timer here and let those cook. Meanwhile, we're going to start chopping all of our peppers and getting them. It says to chop them or cut them in half. As always, when we're dealing with hot peppers, we need to wear gloves. And all we're going to do with these peppers is cut the end off and cut them in half. I'm leaving the seeds and everything in them because with the ancho peppers and the other peppers, I want it to have some spice. So we're going to use about half of these peppers in our mixture because I want to use some for some sweet chili sauce too. I loved sweet chili sauce, so I buy it, so I thought, why not try to make some? So we're going to try that too. Wayne loves spicy food, so I think he'll really enjoy this on stuff. I like a little spice, but I don't like it as hot as he does. But I want to use most of these habaneros. I might save one for the sweet chili sauce. And then I have a bunch of these little, they're not Chinese 5, they're called jigsaw peppers. I just want to chop the ends off of those and get them in there as well because we had a ton of them. I picked peppers yesterday, and I'm just going to put them in whole because they're so little. They're not big enough to really do much with, but we're going to throw a bunch of those in there too. These little boogers are hot, friends. There's a red hot jalapeno. If you wanted to save seeds, this is what you'd want to save it out of, a red jalapeno, because that's at their most mature time, so you would want to save your seeds then. We're just going to keep chopping these peppers in half and getting these little peppers out of our basket here and adding those to the mix. All right, all these ancho peppers, I'm just taking the stem end out, and we're just going to put them in our pile here, and the little chili peppers. I'm trying to use up some of these peppers. I've been rehydrating them for a couple of hours in some warm water, and they're super soft now. But I don't want any of those little stems in there, so we're just going to pop those out. Oops, I missed a stem there. Don't want any stems in this sauce. All right, friends, we are almost ready to add our peppers and our sweet potatoes. I'm going to get that all ready, and we are going to get that into, if we would have been starting this with like non-canned sweet potatoes, we would have used it, we would have put them in at the start, but I'm using canned, and I knew they would just disintegrate if I put them in now. So I wanted to wait till we were at that 1 minute mark, because our peppers need to cook for 1 minute in there. We're going to get those in. A lot of peppers here, friends, between the dried and the fresh, but I think it'll give it a good flavor. I hope so. Okay. We're going to bring it back up to a rolling boil. Since we added those peppers, it cooled our water down. So we're going to bring that back up to a rolling boil, and then we're going to time it for a minute. We doubled this recipe, so we're also going to need a 1.5 cups of vinegar and a cup of lemon juice, or 1/2 cup of lemon juice. I have a lemon in here I need to use up, so we're going to use that for our lemon juice. And here, and I'm hoping we can get a 1/2 cup, friends. I should have grabbed some lemon juice. I ran to the store. Our son and his girlfriend is coming over later for a little cookout, and I should have grabbed some lemon juice, but I did not think about it. But this is going to be about perfect for what we need. Plus, we can use this lemon up. Lemon juice is something I usually have plenty of on hand for, but I've been doing so much canning lately. It's just kind of been going through it so fast. So, all right. That's about perfect. We're letting that cook for a minute, and then we're going to come over to the food processor and slowly mix these up. It's so hot. I don't want to put all this hot stuff in there and turn that food processor on, because I'm afraid it might throw hot stuff all over, and this is boiling hot. So I'll let that boil, and then we're going to blend it all up and add the rest of the ingredients, and then get it in the jars. I'm going to get my water bath canner going. Oops. Probably should have already had that going, but just focusing on the peppers. About 30 more seconds, and we'll turn this off. Smells really good. Even Wayne had said something a while ago about it smelling really good in here. Alright, we're going to flip that off and let it kind of come down in temperature just a minute, and we'll get our water bath canner filled and on the stove and get it hot. That way it can be getting hot while we're finishing this. I'm wondering if it would be safer for me just to immersion blend this, and that's what I might do. Because this is super hot, friends. I'm going to get my immersion blender out. All right, I drained just a little bit of the water off. I'm not going to use that water we had because there's plenty in there. And we're going to add our 1/2 cup. We're going to add our 1/2 cup of lemon juice here. I'm kind of running it through a strainer because it had a few seeds. And then we're going to get our vinegar. And we need 1.5 cups of white vinegar. And friends, it'll take your breath. When I was dumping that little bit of water out of it, whew, it will take your breath. All right. What else? Salt, pepper, and that's it. And then we're going to blend it all up. And I think we're just going to use our seasoned salt because it has good flavor in there. And we're just going to immersion blend this because I'm scared to put it in my food processor, afraid it'll throw hot liquid everywhere. And it is hot. Oh, friends, this color is, I know it's from the ancho peppers, but it's so pretty. Let's test it. I ought to get Wayne in here to taste test it because he's the one that's going to be eating this. Friends, this chili sauce is hot. If you don't like spicy stuff, this recipe is not for you. My husband loves spice, so I think he'll enjoy it. And if it's mixed in something like tacos or something, I think it will be wonderful. But not just by itself. It is smoking hot. Here we are just filling our chili hot sauce in our jars. Wayne tasted this and he loved it. He said it is spicy and hot, but he really liked it. He said on tacos, burritos, things like that, he will really enjoy this. So I'm glad that we made this recipe today. My husband loves spicy things and I like to make things he likes. Anyways, we ended up with 12 half pints of this hot, spicy chili sauce, and we're going to get that in the water bath canner and process for 10 minutes. We have to do it in smaller batches because I grabbed my little water bath canner, so we can only do 5 jars at a time. But that's okay, it just takes a little longer to get everything done. All right, friends, while we're waiting on these to get done water bath, and we'll swap them out as we go, we're going to get started on this sweet chili sauce. I'm excited about that because I love sweet chili sauce. So we're going to get started cutting up our peppers. I'm going to grab some gloves, and we're going to get on it. All right, friends, we're just going to chop the ends off of these because I'm going to run these through the food processor. That's all we're going to do is just chop the little end off of it. In the food processor and chop them up really fine. Get all these in here and get them chopped up. Well, I think we are anyways. There we go. I just left seeds and all. And I want them really fine, and that looks perfect. Now we're going to just swap out our hot sauce, and we'll move to the next step with our sweet chili sauce. All right, I'm just going to reload 5 more jars into our water bath canner, get the lid on, and set my timer for 10 more minutes. Okay, our water. We need 2 cups of red wine vinegar. I got this a while ago. That's one reason I went to the store. Okay, there's 1. It's probably what this bottle is 2 cups. No, it's a little more than 2. 2 cups of our red wine vinegar. 2 cups of sugar. We're going to mix that together along with 4 teaspoons of salt and 4 pepper. Okay, there's our salt. We need 4 teaspoons of pepper. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 cloves of garlic. I don't have that many fresh garlic. I've already almost used all my fresh garlic, friends. So we're just going to add 6 tablespoons of our Members Mark from Sam's Club minced garlic. We use so much of our homegrown garlic in different recipes. I have about went through it. We just didn't get very much this year, but I'm hoping next year's better. I planted a ton. We're just going to bring all that to a simmer. We're going to get our peppers in there. Once we bring that to a simmer, we're going to add a 1/4 cup of clear gel. Get these peppers in there. I love sweet Thai chili sauce. I bought it and I ran across this recipe and thought it could be similar to that, so fingers crossed it is. Now I can get rid of these gloves. Anytime you're dealing with hot peppers, you definitely want to wear gloves because, friends, it will burn you up if you rub your eyes or something. All right, we're just going to get that all mixed together. Get our clear gel out. I need 1/4 cup. I need to mix that with a tiny bit of water. Get that mixed up so when this starts simmering, we can add our clear gel and then we'll just get ready to can those up. I always just kind of make a little slurry with my clear gel. I don't put it in like powder. We're almost to that boiling point. We're just waiting another minute or 2. All right, friends, we are ready to add our clear gel. We're just going to pour that in and mix it up really good. We're going to get this in our jars. It smells wonderful. I'm hoping this is as good as what I think it will be. We're going to get this ladled in our jars and hopefully it'll be the thickness I want. I may scrape the rest of that out there. I definitely want this to be kind of jelly. Not like gel, but I want it to have a little bit of a gel consistency because it's like for dipping your like egg rolls and stuff like that in. I'm actually going to add just a little bit more. So I don't feel like it's going to be thick enough. Now, I may be totally wrong, but just a hair more. Okay. I feel better about that. All right, we're going to get these swapped out real quick, and then we're going to get to labeling these up in our jars. All right, got one more run of these. And I'm going to try to put some of the chili sauces in there also. Better about that thickness now. We're just going to fill, I'm doing little 1/4 pint jars because whenever I get some out, I want to be able to use most of it at each time. So we'll see how far we can get with these 1/4 pint jars. My mom had gave me these a few times ago when I was at her house, and I thought this would be perfect for that sweet chili sauce I'm wanting to make. All right, we're going to get these rims wiped and get these in the canner so I can start that timer because they go for 10 minutes as well, and we can use more, space in there so that we don't have just 2 jars going. It smells really good. The garlic in there and the pepper and the sugar. It smells really good. Okay, I'm gonna get that lid on and set that for 10 minutes. And continue filling our little jars here. I'm glad I didn't double this. Because friends, I would have been in trouble. All I have is pint jars, but I don't want a whole pint of this at a time in my fridge because I want to be able to use it up, whenever I pull it out. So I'm glad I didn't do more than what I had thought about doing. We're just going to keep filling these little cute jars up. These would make really good gifts at Christmas too, and I'm actually, a lot of times that's what we do for Christmas gifts. We make our homemade gift baskets because it's still pricey to do that, but I like to give people a unique gift. I like for them to have something that I put my heart into, and this kind of stuff, friends, I do. I love canning. I love growing food. All that good stuff. That's just probably my favorite thing to do. I'm gonna go see what kind of jars I have. I think I could get if I've got a 1/2 pint in there, it would be perfect for what's left. I finally got, which most of these lids are ball that came on them, but I finally got my 4-jar lids in, and I'm so happy. These are my favorite canning lids, friends, to this date. I do have some superb canning lids coming in, and my aunt had told me they were giving a free giveaway on, so I did order those. And I got 12 free lids, so you might check out their site. It said while supplies last. I found a pint or 1/2 pint, and I think that's going to be about perfect. So we are going to get that poured into this jar. I'm hoping it is anyways, friends. Because next up is a pint, and this is going to be actually perfect. Get that water going on that. Wipe our ring. Oop, definitely don't want to do that. Our rim here. Get our fresh new seal on. And as soon as those others are done, we will get those into the canner, friends. I want to try this sweet Thai chili sauce before we put it in the canner. I just thought of that. Oh, friends, a little bit of heat. You can have taste that vinegary flavor. This is my kind of stuff right here. This is delicious. That's hot stuff over there. That's all Wayne's. Him and Charles, my brother-in-law, can enjoy that because this is more my cup of tea. You got that little heat, but the sweetness that kind of knocks it down a little bit. Super good. While we're waiting, friends, the other day we had done some drying of herbs, and I want to get those jarred up. I hadn't had time yet to do it. We're going to get those in, and this is our regular basil here. We're just going to pop it in a jar. Smells so good. Nothing like fresh herbs, friends. I like to get all those big old stems out. I try to do it and just take the leaves off, but sometimes I miss them. Okay. We're just going to mash that down in there good. And that's all of our regular basil. We've already filled our jar back up. Now I have a lemon basil. And we're going to get that in a little jar as well. And I believe this will be enough to do us until next year. Let me grab a jar. Alright, we're just going to do the same thing. Get this put it in this jar, mash it down, break it up, whatever we need to do. I love drying herbs, friends. I love growing herbs. It's so good having your own herbs. Just going to mash those down. I'm making a mess. I can smell the lemon on this as I'm doing it up here, friends. It smells so good. Alright, now we're just going to use an old canning lid, something that we had something else in. That's what I save them for. And we're just going to write lemon basil on top, mark out the old Rotel, and we have a whole jar of lemon basil. I'm super happy about that, friends. Super happy. I mean, we try to grow as much of our own food as we can, and every little bit counts. Every little bit. Lemon basil. Looky there. I'll start working on parsley and more sage probably this next week. Our timer is complete. We're ready to get all of our little sweet chili sauces out. All right, friends, we got 12 half pints and 12 quarter pints and a half pint of our sweet chili sauce. I'm super pumped to have this on the pantry shelf because I love it. I like to eat it on different things. I like to dip egg rolls in it, just different things, but I won't have to buy that this year. So I'm thankful for that. Over here, we have Wayne's bottled hot sauce. I mean, this stuff is fire hot. If you don't like hot, don't make this, because let me tell you, it set me on fire. But he does, and so does my brother-in-law, so I can see some of this sneaking its way into my brother-in-law's Christmas basket this year. All right, I'm thankful for all these yummy products from Hot Peppers that we grow here on the homestead. All right, friends, thank you for stopping back by our homestead. I hope you enjoyed these recipes and I hope you give them a try. Please like, share, and subscribe. We can use all the help we can get, friends. Until next time, goodbye.